The deadliest foods in the world. One time I had the spicy ramen noodles. Really hard to eat, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't really had any deadly food, so I feel like everything was pretty lively that I've eaten.
Let's start with the dangerous and slowly work our way towards the deadliest ones on the list. Number 5, Kasu marsu. Kasu marsu translates to rotten cheese in Sardinian and is known as the most dangerous cheese in the world. This is a cheese that is traditionally made using sheep's milk and is commonly produced on the island of Sardinia, Italy.
Yeah, chat. Anything that's produced somewhere that you never heard of, don't eat it. I'm sorry. I don't want to like hate on the Sardinians in the chat right now. I'm not going to lie. But it's called Sardinia because it's fishy. Sardines. That's funny.
Though it's illegal to sell, the high demand for this delicacy incentivizes local farmers to keep producing it, creating a massive black market that is estimated to bring in around 2.5 million pounds or around $3 million annually.
So people want deadly cheese. Is it a torture method? Like, why is it so expensive? The deadliest cheese in the world. Yo, I need that right now, man. Like, what could you possibly be using the deadliest cheese in the world for? There's nothing good you could be using that for, bro.
We got guns.
No, thank you.
We got drugs.
No, thank you.
Rich kidneys.
Wow.
Wow. And we have cheese.
Yeah, I'll just go with the cheese. The reason this cheese is so dangerous is simply because of the way that it is made, which first starts with the wheel of pecorino.
It's so dangerous because of the way it's made. Firstly, you have to fart inside of it.
Cheese. It is then introduced to cheese flies, where they will begin to lay their eggs inside it.
That's
and in
what,
a matter
that
of
makes
hours
sense.
to a few days, these eggs become larvae. And around the 40th day, the cheese is completely infested with flies and thousands of maggots.
Oh, so the cheese is literally just a home for thousands of colonies of bugs. Oh, that's nice. That sounds pretty deadly. Yeah, I would say that's pretty deadly. It also sounds like a lot of protein. So where can I find this?
Next 2 to 3 months, the maggots are left to gorge themselves with the cheese so they can, well, poop it back out. And that's
so the cheese contains pooped out versions of the cheese from all the bugs that were inside of it. That makes sense.
the magical ingredient here, since the poop gives the cheese its sought after flavor and texture.
Ew.
And honestly, the texture does look amazing. I'll give them that. But when it's time to consume the
that doesn't look amazing.
But when it's time to consume the rotten cheese, expect to get around a dozen maggots with every single bite, since they are never removed. Scientists
nice,
and
man.
health
That's
officials
exactly
have warned
what I hoped would happen. Yo, if they remove the maggots, I would not even want it, to be honest, genuinely.
there's always a possibility that the larvae could survive a person's stomach acid and make their way into the intestines, a condition called pseudomyiasis, where the person's intestines become completely infested with maggots, surviving by consuming the person instead, successfully pulling off the sneakiest Uno reverse card.
That's probably like heaven for them. It's just genuine unlimited food if they're in your stomach. Yeah, yo, chat, if you wouldn't want this to happen to you, put a 1.
Even though this condition is rare, I don't think I would be willing to risk it all for a taste of this deliciously textured cheese.
Yeah, I'm good, to be honest.
Maybe just one bite.
This guy's a silly guy. Oh,
Number 4, larb.
It's not good.
Larb is a type of salad that
Lard?
Larb is a type of salad that consists of greens, spices, sticky rice, and a choice of meat. This dish originated in South Asia in Laos.
It's just a bunch of food slapped together and then made into another food.
And is a very popular dish there, even becoming its national dish. At first glance, this would definitely be something I would consider ordering while on vacation, if I ever took any. Now here's the thing, even though this dish looks delicious, it can quickly become deadly, since this meal is oftentimes served with raw meat. There are many types of meat that can be used.
Okay, this one's not as cool. The only reason this is deadly is because it's served with raw meat. That's the only reason it's deadly.
For this dish,
I'm not actually banned, just for some reason Discord's being weird.
Chicken, duck can be used for this dish, but the most common ones include beef, chicken, duck, fish, and pork. And eating this meal uncooked drastically increases the odds of you contracting a dangerous and potentially fatal disease, from trichinosis, fatal bacterias, rabies, Streptococcus suis, which is a deadly bacteria that is commonly found in pigs, and Southeast Asia.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, no, these are like good points and all, but he's saying this is like the typical human. He's not saying like it's gonna happen to me though, okay? Because I'm different, right? The most humans would probably die because of this stuff. Mine would feed off of this and make me stronger.
Asian liver fluke, a parasitical flatworm found in uncooked fish, which once consumed, the worm can live inside the human liver for many years.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
Where you can rest easy knowing that you'll never truly be alone. There have been many cases
Why'd he say it like that? You'll never be alone.
throughout the years where this meal has directly led to human fatalities, like in 2019 in Thailand, where a total of 265 people contracted Streptococcus suis after consuming larb. And sadly, 23 of those people would end up losing their lives. Number 3.
If you're one of those 23 people, let me know.
Number 3. Sanakji. In Korea.
Like, what am I looking at? Hell
In
no.
Korea, Sanakji
What's
can
up,
be
Slytherin?
enjoyed
Don't call me
multiple
fatty.
different ways. But let's cover the least deadly one first and the most common. Sanakji is a raw dish consisting of the long arm octopus, which is
Oh, I've had this before, chat. It's pretty tasty.
killed just moments before it's to be served. Here, the octopus's body
way.
and legs are chopped into pieces and drizzled with sesame oil.
Calamari?
And by the
This
time this
calamari?
makes it onto your plate, the legs will still be moving. As you begin to eat,
Wait, I've seen people eat this before. What? This is deadly? I've at least seen TikToks of this, I think. Ew, dude. I wouldn't eat anything that moves. I'm sorry. I can't do that. Not me. I wouldn't even eat, like, escargot, chat. Those damn, like, those snails. Wouldn't even eat that. Wait, is that an Among Us person twerking in the chat? What's that?
the octopus's suckers will begin to suction onto your tongue and throat, making it difficult to swallow. But I know that if I ever came face to face with this meal, I would have no choice but to totally crush it. Since I have talked way too much of a big game, watching people struggle as they eat disgusting foods on the challenge. No, I'm telling you, you just have to plug your nose and just power through it.
Sure, honey. Sure.
Oh my god, just chase it with the water. He's wasting so much time.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah, he just choked on it. If you guys didn't get it, that was the joke. So he tried to eat the squid, and then he choked on it because it was suction cupping his throat. Bro, have you eaten fish head? No. My mom's aunt used to like eating the eye. I'm not even trolling. The fish eye?
prove. Now, the second method, on the other hand, is much more challenging and poses a much greater risk of death. And
Okay.
honestly, it's more of a one-on-one fight rather than an actual meal. Here, the octopus reaches your plate fully intact and alive, where it is then tightly wrapped around a chopstick, dipped in sesame oil, and shoved in
Guys, is it bad that when I see the octopus, it just kind of makes me want to grab it and just go...
Sesame oil is not meant to enhance the meal. It is simply used to rig the fight in the cheating human's favor, as it will now serve as a lubricant. And as soon as the 1v1 starts, the octopus begins to attack, squirming to find its way out, frantically suctioning on to whatever it can get a hold of. But if you're the human, you must completely focus on your chewing. Soon, your hands begin to get sweaty, and within
No.
seconds, you begin to break out into a
wouldn't-
mental panic, questioning yourself, thinking that this might have been a mistake. With your heart
Yeah, but the thing is, this is the average human. Again, it wouldn't happen to me.
beginning to race, you try and cover up your fear by chewing harder and faster. And you have now convinced
Pause.
yourself that it's now or never. It's time to attempt the swallow. But there's a problem. The octopus is still moving. The stares of everyone at the table are piercing,
Why is everyone so ugly in this video? There's not one good-looking character.
and you feel the ever-growing peer pressure accumulating. So you're forced to go for it, praying to whatever god is listening that the octopus doesn't latch itself onto your throat as you try and swallow it, as that would surely be a death
Yeah,
sentence.
you would choke. Yeah, that
You
wouldn't be
force the
good.
ball of squirming octopus down your throat, and for a second, your heart stops.
But then your backup heart starts up and it starts beating for you. And then you realize, oh, you still got this. Your body starts to fight back. Boom, boom, boom. It fights the octopus. You don't let it kill you. You win. You beat the octopus.
You manage to swallow it. With your heart still racing and a bead of sweat coming down the back of your neck, you look over at your buddy and say, it's not so bad. You got it.
See?
As you get up to go clean yourself up in the
Wait, what's happening in his leg? Did he just piss himself? Did he just poop himself? What's going on here?
bathroom. There have been multiple deaths in the last few years directly linked to eating live octopus. Even though the danger is obvious, people still search out this delicacy, with some athletes even
When you try to eat an octopus, chat, it's not just the damn octopus. It's 8 different legs that you have to consume. That's a lot of legs. I feel like there should be like a graph that goes like this: number of legs, hardness to consume, and then once it has over 8, it's just like death.
claiming that this meal increases a person's endurance, but others simply do it for the experience. that they will get when they show off the post online.
What
Others
are we
simply
saying?
do it for the experience that they will get when they show off the post online. Number 2, Fugu. This is one of the deadliest foods.
The only reason anyone would do this is to get some damn clicks on Instagram. Let's be honest. I'm gonna stick to my peanut butter and banana. I'm sorry. It's good enough for me. You know what I mean? It tastes good. I'm not really feeling the deadly squid or like the deadly cheese. Not my thing.
Could mean life or death. Fugu is a popular dish that originated in Japan in the early 20th century. But as time has gone on, the dish
It's always in Japan. I don't know why. For some reason, all of the weirdest foods are over there. They get too creative. They get too experimental. We stick to pizza and burgers. Okay, that's all we need. But they like to try new stuff, different types of things.
dish's popularity has only grown, spreading to many countries like China and South Korea. This is a meal that consists of a poisonous pufferfish that has had the poison carefully removed from it.
Oh.
Well, at least that's what should be done.
So it's a poisonous pufferfish. It's literally in the freaking name. So yeah, we're gonna eat a poisonous pufferfish. Yo, guys, that doesn't sound smart. If I went to a damn restaurant and on the menu it said poisonous pufferfish, I'm not ordering it.
But more on that later. In countries like Japan, a chef must go through long and rigorous training to learn how to properly remove the poison from the meat. The training takes up to 3 years to complete, followed by a
3
string
years?
of exams.
3 years to make a poisonous pufferfish? Who's taking that test? If you're not giving me at least 100,000 a year to remove that damn poison, I'm not doing it.
An identification test, a practical test,
Okay, what am I watching? I thought that. Stop!
and of course, successfully preparing the dish.
3 years of
This
this.
test is so difficult
sense.
that only 35% of all applicants end up passing it and acquiring the license.
3 years. Bro, I'm really trying to think and put together one scenario where this would be the optimal route for your life to go down. Just go to culinary school. Like,
The reason the pufferfish is so
speaking of pufferfishes, bro, I have an interesting vid. Oh, it's cutie pie. Cutie patootie.
dangerous is because it contains a poison called tetrodotoxin, which is one of the world's most deadliest poisons. A single pufferfish has enough poison
The
to kill
deadliest
30
poison. Like, I'm
adult
about to get pissed.
humans. Now, here's the terrifying
Nice.
part. If someone happens to be so unlucky that they end up consuming even a small amount of the poison, they will be presented with a prayer and a splash of holy water. Since there
Chat, should I eat this for a stream? Would that be a good idea? Eating poisonous pufferfish without the poison removed. Can I survive? That'd be a good stream, low key, no?
no known antidote, the poison
That would be the last stream I ever do, fan.
kicks in shortly after eating it, with your muscles becoming completely paralyzed, and eventually it could cause you to stop breathing. And this is probably when you would start to think to yourself, damn, I should have just gone with the chicken dumplings.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Why would
deadliest
you order
year
it? Why would you order that on the menu? Genuinely.
Ever recorded was in 1958, when 176 people lost their lives to this food alone. Today in Japan, the odds of you dying from fugu are very, very slim, as long as you order from a licensed restaurant. Since most deaths and
Yeah, no, I might just not eat fugu. No, after hearing this and the way you explained it, not really on the top of my to eat list. You know what I mean?
attempted to prepare the dish at home, but sometimes pure evil and selfishness increased the
What?
death rate even higher. Like in 2004, when fish vendors in Thailand tricked people for 3 years by dyeing the pufferfish meat red and telling buyers that the meat they were selling was salmon, leading to 115 people needing
What? Okay, this isn't real. This stuff happens in the world. People are like dyeing fish to poison people. Like, what's going on here?
to be hospitalized, and 15 of them sadly losing their lives.
Actual idiot,
Number
man.
1.
Oh my gosh, bro. Salmon's no longer safe.
Wild and exotic wet markets. Now, of course,
That's number 1. Wild and exotic.
this had to be number 1 on the list, since a single meal from one of these wet markets carries the greatest risk to human health. This is one of the rare instances where a single meal consumed by an individual doesn't just affect the person eating it, it could potentially affect every person on the planet.
This is what started COVID, isn't it? If something potentially causes death for the entire world, I think it should be outlawed. I think it should be banned.
Now, I know what you're thinking. What could possibly be so delicious that it's worth putting the entire world's population in jeopardy?
Yeah. So
Brownies.
that's
The answer is brownies. But as far as wet markets go, yeah, I don't think snakes, turtles, dogs, cats,
Does that mean every time I eat a brownie, they could potentially be made out of dogs and cats? Oh no.
Bats, my nephew, porcupines, or raccoons would be
Your
a
nephew?
justifiable answer. And it seems like every few years, without fail, the world gets a massive scare when a deadly disease breaks out. And
true.
of course, they always seem to be traced back to one of these wet markets. Remember the SARS outbreak of 2002?
I wasn't alive yet. I was negative 2 years old, chat. How old were you in 2002, chat?
Me neither. But it's widely believed by epidemiologists and public health officials that this outbreak originated from a wet market in the Guangdong province of China.
Okay.
What about the Ebola outbreak?
China. Guangdong. Is that right next to Wuhan? That's exactly where COVID started, bro. See, like, I don't want to point fingers, right? I don't want to point fingers. But why is it always starting in China? Like, what are they doing over there that's different that makes them higher chance of something starting there? I don't know.
Outbreak of 2014. Remember how terrified everyone was to even let out a cough, as you would forever be known as the person with Ebola.
Unfortunate.
The origins of the 2014 Ebola outbreak was traced to a small child whose family regularly hunted and consumed the bats. Sure, this wasn't a wet market, but it easily...
Aren't bats like known for rabies? Why would you hunt and consume bats? Unless there was genuinely nothing else to eat, I don't understand any reason why that's the animal you would choose.
Could have been. And last but not least, as we all know, the recent pandemic we just had is widely believed to have originated in China from a bat in the
Wuhan.
wet
Yeah,
market.
it's all
These are
for some
just
reason
a few
in
of
China.
the diseases that have caused a massive scare in recent times. But here are some other diseases that are known to be
Oh,
present.
I remember these. These were classics, chat. Oh yeah, monkeypox. Remember that one. With the Powassan encephalitis, classic. I remember that one.
The reason these wet markets pose such a hazard to humans is largely on the fact that almost all the meat will be cross-contaminated by the time it's sold. Since being sanitary is not really of the utmost importance. This included with the close proximity of
No! The bunny! Aww! Who the hell is this?
wild animals makes it easy for diseases from animals to infect humans. And the hot and humid conditions in a lot of these markets make it a perfect place for the growth of bacteria and spread of disease. Or possibly something even worse.
What's worse? Death? Death maybe, or what? W video, man. If we ever learned anything from this, don't eat anything exotic. Stick to the basics.